Well, hello there, and good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. I'm Frost PDP, and today we're talking a little bit about Crusader Kings 2. I'm using the When the World Stopped Making Sense mod, and this event popped up. Now, I'm not sure if this is in the regular game. In fact, I doubt it is based on some of these titles. But the feuding between Diether of the Vandal Revolt, which is... this is a little bit more of a higher level metagame question slash suggestion, so if you're new to the game, bear with me for a second. This guy is a king level revolter, right? So he is fighting off a, I guess an overlord, right? It is a Gothic revolt. He's hostile towards the queen. This is a little bit of a weird arrangement, but it says he's in charge of the Vandal revolt. So the Vandals have a revolt going on, right? There's a vassal that's got a revolt happening against him. That means the person that is revolting is up to that title, which means this is a king. And it doesn't show me his true overlord because I'm his overlord, but I mean, if he's revolting for the claim on the Vandals, then I'm guessing that that's the despotate of Vandalia, which is Boom, right? Or Vandalica, I'm sorry. So Boom, right? So this is a king. He's got a person rebelling against him. And I know the game doesn't very clearly explain these little things. Like, you gotta hover over and, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's that? Like, it could just be the way this interface is laid out, but that's frustrating to me. But aside from that, right? The feuding between Diether and Kefali, well, who's Maria? Oh, she's a completely unrelated character that's just a mayor under my service. That's really freaking weird, right? Like, alright, they're just bickering, so it's all about reputation. But what if, and I'm taking this again because I'm also in a war in my series, so bear with me. I'm in war against someone who is revolting against their liege. So the Visigothic revolt, which I'm circling with my mouse, is revolting from Visigothica, and I'm just trying to capture this to avoid taking the coalition hit, which is what I call the massive defense pact that I have against me, which it's not small. So this is a mod, and maybe that's just unusual for CK2 nowadays, but this is what I've mostly been playing, and I love it. But this raises a really interesting thing. Like, let's say I have a vassal who has a revolt going on for either like a claim or an overthrow or whatever, right? So I'm the king emperor guy, and I have one of my, like, just picture in your head like having a duke or like having a king fighting against one of his vassals, and eventually the fighting gets so intense. Like, let's say that the war goes on for 3 years or whatever, and it's like, this war has gone on for so long that you as the emperor have to step in, and instead of it just being like, oh, your claim is just, your claim is just, I get to kick out whichever vassal I like the least. Like, I have to pick one, and there's always got to be a consequence to it, because, like, oh, I'm kicking a vassal out, but now he's going to be independent. He'd be in a revolt war against me now. Like, hey, you're no longer just a count fighting his duke. You're a count fighting his duke, fighting his emperor. You can't do that. So this is just a CK2 diplomacy suggestion. Like, at the very least, after a certain amount of time, I should be able to step in and settle the score on behalf of my legitimate vassal. That's all. So, that's a suggestion. I have a few of those, and I'm doing short little videos about it. So if you enjoy, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and there will be more of them coming out. They may not be specific to When the World Stopped Making Sense, so please don't dismiss these as just ideas. I mean, I'm not 100% sure if bureaucratic administration even is something in the base game, or if it's been added into the mod. So if it isn't the base game thing, it's really cool, and it should be considered for adoption, I guess, if you do like a little squad / Kerbal Space Program type thing. So hit the like and subscribe buttons. Enjoy. Thank you for joining me, and as always, La Paz.